Hey, family. Welcome to the African Ancestry Experience. This is where we discuss what it means for us as Black people to help transform the way we view ourselves and the way we view Africa. We're coming to you live from Accra, Ghana, West Africa, for this very special edition of the African Ancestry Experience. We got Kacey Williams with us, DC's own Black Alley Band lead singer. She's sitting right here with me, and we're going to talk about her experience here in Ghana with the band, and we revealed her ancestry at the door of return. You don't want to miss this, so stay tuned because I want to know you.
I wanna know ya, Cameroon, Guinea-Bissau, Sierra Leone, gotta let me show ya, Nigeria, Bioko Island, Liberia.
All right. Donate, Philbert, welcome. Glad to have you here with us. I know you're happy that we have Kacey on here with Black Alley. I'm excited. I am Volts in the house, Robert Ashcraft. Who else is here? Honorine, welcome. Thank you for being here. Monique Brewer's in the building. What's up? So listen, we normally do all this housekeeping and stuff, but we're in Ghana, and you know that anything can happen with the internet when we're here. So we're going to dive right in. Plus, it's 11 o'clock here, 11 p.m. So I want to thank you for being here.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
I really am happy. And yesterday was Kacey's birthday. So I want to see some birthday cake emojis in the chat right now. You guys got to represent. It's her birthday. You know how we do. You know how we do here at the African Ancestry Experience. Now, I'm supposed to talk about something. So we've been enjoying the last hour or so waiting for the African Ancestry Experience to get started. And so I'm a little off kilter here, but let me just get to my place. Okay, all right. So if you guys have been following us, you know that we are in the middle of the African Ancestry inaugural family reunion in Ghana, and it has been a blast. We have several people whose ancestries we've been tracing, or whose ancestries we traced to Ghana, who are with us, and they're going to be on with us next week to tell you all about the experience. But we have to give a special shout out to our Director of Partnerships, Diallo Sumbri. You guys know that he is instrumental in making sure that African Ancestry family reunions go on without a hitch. And Diallo was recently installed as the development chief in the village of
Nyamebetre,
here in the eastern region, the Ashanti region, actually, in Ghana. And it was a huge deal. When I tell you, listen, he is now Chief Nana One. That is what we have to call him going forward. But we're very proud of Diallo. He was bestowed this chief title because of all of the work that he is doing and continues to do in the community. We had a ribbon cutting for the community, the library, and then event center that he's built. And he has so many projects on deck. I just want to get right into but we're not supposed to do that yet. So we're proud of Diallo and congratulations. Okay, Kacey, this is what I want to get to. I want to talk to you. Forget about Diallo. No. We love Diallo. So when we start our African Ancestry Experiences, we want to know about the people who we're talking to. Okay. So I'd like for you to finish this sentence. You ready?
Maybe. Okay.
I
can't say my name because they already know. I am Kacey, the introverted extrovert, lover of music, proud Black woman.
Love it. Introverted extrovert.
Yes. Extrovert because of Black Alley only.
You're an extrovert on the stage.
That's exactly.
And then you come off the stage.
I want to be inside.
Don't talk to you. Leave you alone.
I mean, not don't talk to me, but
we can talk to you.
Yeah.
Just a whole bunch of people can't talk to you at once.
I would prefer that not to happen.
But you have to sign autographs. Don't you sign autographs after the show?
Don't nobody ask for autographs.
They don't?
No.
Oh, you're right. Because you would have to write it on something. I keep looking over here because we have Cam, he's the manager of Black Alley. He's in the building. I've been saying that every time I see him. Okay, so you're an introverted extrovert, lover of music.
Yes.
And where'd you grow up?
I grew up in PG County, Maryland, born in DC, and now live in DC. So DMV, let's just say.
No, you could say DC because you were born in DC.
I was.
Yeah, so you're definitely DC. So how'd you find yourself here in Ghana at Diallo's in Stillman?
How did I find? So Cam, I don't remember when we had this conversation, but for my birthday, we always do a show. I'm always in some type of wild looking costume with a mask. And I was like, I wasn't trying to get him to do anything different. Right. But I was just like mentioning, I'm always in a costume for my birthday. I would like to look normal, be normal. He was like, say less. And then I don't know, a month later, we're going to Ghana for your birthday. And that's how we got here.
What?
Yeah.
And this is your your second trip to Africa.
Yes, we have been to Africa. The band had been to Africa previously. We did a Middle Eastern tour, and one of the locations was Djibouti, Africa. And then 2 years ago, I was in Egypt. So I have
so your third time.
Yes, third time.
But your first time in West Africa.
Correct.
So now I know you've heard all about December in Ghana and the year of return and how people turn up in Ghana.
Yes.
What were you thinking the experience was going to be like before you got here?
I didn't know. I mean, I knew that we came here for a purpose. So I think that I was more focused on that. Like, one, we want to make sure that the band is giving what they need to give to the people. And then two, to celebrate and congratulate Diallo or Nana One, excuse me.
Yes. Chief
Nana One. So I just thought, I was just excited to be in a different part of Africa than I had ever been before. So I don't know if I really had any expectations, but so far they have been exceeded.
So what was it like when you came out of the airport?
I'm trying to think back because
so many things have happened.
When we came out the air, I remember heat, immediate heat. But all in all, it seemed, sometimes you get out of airports and the people who are, native to the country or city that you come from are not as welcoming. I remember feeling welcomed. Yeah. I remember feeling a sense of peace. Like sometimes airports can be very chaotic. It was very chill, like this is where you go, please. Please go. Not like, please, you have to go. You know what I'm saying?
And then when you come out and all you see is Black people.
Oh yeah.
That was different to me.
Oh no, I expected that.
You did?
I did.
But have you ever seen it before?
No.
That's
now that
the
you
thing.
mention it.
Yeah.
But we're in DC and
I know, but still, everybody's Black.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody.
I hadn't thought about it before you said something.
Well, no, but if you go to the Caribbean, everybody's Black in the airport.
But the Caribbean, there's a lot of tourists. So
that's true. Not everybody's Black.
Mm-hmm.
Did I mention we're with Kacey from Black Alley? We're going to talk about all things Black tonight. Okay, so you are an introverted extrovert from DC, a lover of music, and you came here for Diallo's in Stillman.
Yes.
So let's talk about what that was like.
Yeah.
I think we have some video of you. I was not ready for the opening song either.
Oh, no?
I had no idea. And I was like, how are they going to do this? And y'all tore it up. But let's see the video. There were a lot of people out there.
Yeah, there were.
Did you feel the energy?
I did. I felt the energy and I felt the feeling from those in the village, like, oh, this is different. But I like, you could see there was a school, right? A school across the way. And then young people were on the porch, I guess, of the school, but seeing them dancing, like when I point, they point back, that kind of thing. That always makes me feel like we're doing something right. You know what I mean? Like some people could be reserved. So I like to see young people get down with us. And it makes me feel like we doing it.
And then it was music that they had never heard before, but go-go is African.
Yes.
I mean, watching those little kids and how they responded, if you had any question, you know that go-go is African.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think I've always felt that, and I think that's the reason why Black people love it so.
Yep.
Because it is in our blood, you know, like it's something that we just gravitate toward and we can't get away from. So it's just, you know, we are all one.
I know. So listen, everybody who's watching isn't from DC.
Oh, okay.
Or from the DMV.
Of course.
So we gotta tell them what go-go is. How would you describe go-go?
Go-go is percussion heavy, drums, congas, timbales, roller toms. Am I saying it right? Roller tom. I'm not a percussion.
Those.
I'm on the microphone. But it's all about the rhythm. You know what I mean? That is what gives it that's what drives the people. You know, that's what makes it exciting. That's what keeps it going. You know, is the rhythm of it. So, and rhythm, Africa.
Yeah,
period.
That's where it came from. And for those of you all who are just who don't know about go-go, you do know about go-go because you heard EU and doing the butt.
Doing the butt.
From School Days, that's go-go. Shout out to our Cafe Cubano Keys. He's back. Black Alley was amazing. Yes, they were. He's part of the African Ancestry Family Reunion, and he was out there listening to Black Alley. You also had a whole DC contingent.
Yeah.
Was that weird to see DC out there?
Not weird at all.
No.
But appreciated. Yes. Because, you know, DC, we kind of set the tone for things. We come into the place, especially if go-go is being played, DC don't care about what, you know, everybody else is doing. When we hear our music, we do our thing, no matter what our environment is. So I appreciate seeing DC family there. So thank you if any of you are on here. Thank you. I love seeing your energy. It really helped me.
I was all day. I was like, I just can't wait for Black Alley. I just can't wait for Black Alley. And everybody on my bus was like, okay. Okay. And then as soon you opened up with Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Yeah.
And I was like, what they about to do with this? And I was just waiting for the beat to drop because I knew it was coming. And then they were just staring at me like, what is she doing? Where did she come from? I couldn't, you know, you just feel it. Like I said in a post, go-go is my love language. The minute I hear it, it doesn't matter where I am. It doesn't matter the environment. I'm gonna start bopping. I'm gonna start bopping to it. Okay, so we did the installment. You guys jammed out the installment. But before the installment, one of the places we visited was Cape Coast Castle Dungeons. And we actually were there together. Our two groups were there together. What was the experience like for you visiting the dungeons? Cape Coast Castle Dungeons is a slave fort where captured Africans were held while awaiting the transport to slave ships to the New World. And so what was that like?
That was a very emotional experience. And I would like to say that I didn't know where we were going until we got there. I didn't know what it was until we got there.
Oh, so you you couldn't prepare.
No, I had no idea. I just saw Cape Coast Castle on the itinerary, but I didn't do any research. I should have done that. And so it was all of it. I was like, oh, wait, you know, this is different, especially when we were in the front and I can't remember the rabbi's name.
Rabbi Cohen.
Yes. And he was, you know, talking about what we were about to, I was like, oh man. And I'm glad because we started walking in before they had that gathering at the front. So I was just walking in like, oh, this might be very pretty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh, this is going to be something that, you know, it's going to be beautiful to see because we had seen so many beautiful things.
Yeah.
But they brought us back and he did the whole, let me prepare you for what you're about to walk into. And I was like, I very much needed that. But just being there, it was quite emotional for me. You know, being in the spaces and him talking about the literal DNA that is in the ground that was tested, that the cobblestones have now been covered with. And I couldn't imagine having to live through something like that. Like it's so awing to think about people surviving that.
Yeah.
So it was very emotional for me.
I remember at one point I asked you, how are you doing? And you were like, I'm fine. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, it wasn't because you looked like you weren't fine, but I kept thinking ever since you guys got here that you're the one woman in this band full of men.
Yeah.
And I just would look at you sometimes and be like, I wonder what that's like. And
I remember you asking me that. And I feel like my response to you was not honest. Because after I responded, I'm good, I was like, I'm not
good. That was the introverted you. You were like, I'm fine. Keep it moving. I don't want to talk to you right now.
No, it was a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It was a lot.
And I didn't expect, I just wanted you to know that I was there and thinking of you. That's all. I didn't expect you to bare your soul or anything.
It was good. But I'm glad you asked because sometimes you go through things and you don't get in touch with how you really feel about it. You just kind of walk in the line. Mm-hmm. And you made me sit back and be like, this is not, you're not okay.
Yeah, one of the major messages walking through these dungeons, we were literally walking through the dungeons where hundreds, I can't remember what they said the dimensions of the rooms were, but hundreds of enslaved women were held in one dungeon at a time. Hundreds of enslaved men or captured men were held in another one, just on top of each other. Mm-hmm. They couldn't move. They had to fight for the little bit of food they were given. There was no privacy, just a completely dehumanizing experience. And we're here today because of the people who survived that experience. And that's one of the things that always strikes me is we, as in general, don't learn about that experience.
Yeah.
And we just, after going through that, after recognizing that, I just don't know how anyone can travel another day without giving thanks and being grateful for the resilience of the people that came before us. If you guys have been to Cape Coast Castle Dungeons or Gore Island or Elmina or any of the other slave forts that litter the west coast of Africa, let me see you put a what kind of emoji can you put in there?
Fist.
Put a fist emoji. Thank you. Put a fist emoji in there. Dina Blackwell says my late husband loved go-go. He was from Chicago. Oh. Because Chicago folks used to hate on me big time because of go-go. Islama, thank you for being here. Lisa Hayes is here. Hey, Lisa, good to see you. Isioma, I love the hairstyles. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You got yours done before you got here, right?
I did.
Yeah, you came in with those beautiful. I had to get mine done here. Rocky Smith is here. Welcome. Thank you all for being here. Sydney, glad to have you. Okay. Listen, so some people have been there. Bunce Island in Sierra Leone. Shout out to Yokota Strong. Okay, so one of the other things we did at the Cape Coast Castle Dungeon. So we walked out through the door of no return because this was the door that the captured Africans were taken through. On the other side of that door was the shores. And once they went through that door, they were never going to see their home again. They never were to return to the continent of Africa, to the country of Ghana, to the country of Nigeria, to the country of Cameroon, Senegal, wherever it is, Sierra Leone, that they were taken from. But we came back. Mm-hmm. And so symbolically, the outside of that door of no return is now called the door of return, because millions of Black people are traveling back to Africa, have been traveling back over the decades, but now there's a real movement to go back. And we play an instrumental role in that movement because we're helping people find out where exactly they should go back to. The present day African country and ethnic group that they share ancestry with. And so Kacey and Josh and Danny took the African Ancestry Match a Clan test a couple years ago now during the pandemic, and we revealed their ancestry at the door of return. And we have a clip of your reveal, Kacey.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
No, I haven't watched it either. So, Kacey, I remember talking to you, and you really had no idea of what we were going to find, right? And I asked you, we found West African ancestry for your maternal line. That ancestry is found on an island. It's a tiny island off the coast of West Africa. It's part of the country of Equatorial Guinea. The island is the only Spanish-speaking country on this entire continent. The people who you share ancestry with on that island are indigenous to that island back to the first millennium. So you come from the original people of that land. Those people are called the Bubi people, and the island is called Bioko Island. Bioko Island is a part of the country of Equatorial Guinea. Girl, what were you thinking in that moment?
I wish I had heard of where I had been from, one. But, well, before, I was the first one to go.
Yeah.
And you were already set me off emotionally. You set me off. You like.
Thank you, Wendi, for not putting that. I don't even think I sent her that part of it. I started crying before we even.
Yeah, but it's just.
You were cool though.
I had no idea. And then when you said the island part, I was like, oh, that makes total sense. I love every single part of what it is to be on an island. You know, I love to be on the water. I love to be on boats. I love the foliage. I don't know what you would say, but the foliage and I love all of that.
The landscape,
and it made sense immediately when you said it. And then when you talked about the only Spanish speaking part of Africa, thought about my sister who had majored in Spanish, and everybody was like, wow, like random. But it's just amazing to me how things just connect, like I didn't expect to feel a connection. And even though I had never heard of Bioko Island, I don't know if many had. Please let me know if you've heard of it.
Yeah, I don't think many people have heard of it. And you have some cousins in here. If you have Bioko Island as your results, put a hey cousin.
Someone said there's a large group of Bubi people who live in Spain.
Okay. That makes sense. You're going to go to parts of Europe or parts of the world where they speak the same language.
Yeah. I mean, it's so cool. It's just cool to know, like I don't care. I just like to know,
Yeah.
Because it's something that I feel like people talk about wanting to know, but don't take action to know. So I will be someone who will encourage others to find out. I will. It's
you
so
heard
cool,
that.
though. It is.
Yeah. How did your bandmates feel about it? Did you guys talk about it afterwards? We're not going to reveal theirs because they're not here. But how did they?
I think Josh said to me, "Oh, you will be from somewhere different. Like, what is Bioko? You know what I mean? Like, everybody else is like Nigeria, and you know they had heard of it before. I'm like, no one has ever heard of where I'm from. I have always felt like I was different from others in my entire life. So that is another thing that kind of connected. But no, it's very cool to know. I immediately texted my sister and my mother to let them know. So
what'd they say?
My sister said that makes sense because of the Spanish part. My mom said this is very interesting. I think she probably still has more questions. I probably need to give her some stuff to read.
Right.
But my sister, my aunt, and I texted my sister, my aunt, and my mother to let them know.
And that's important. Thank you for saying that, because when we trace the matriclan, when we use the matriclan test to trace a maternal ancestry, it's the entire lineage. So the results are the same for everybody in the family who comes from your grandmother or who comes from your great grandmother. So you've now given a gift for the whole family. Yeah. And do you and your sister have any children yet?
Yes, my sister has 2 children.
So now her kids know where they're from. Any future kids are going to come into the world they won't ever have to say, I've never heard of the other island. I love it. Well, I appreciate that you allowed us the honor of tracing your ancestry, and then that you came to Ghana and we were able to do it. It's so much better than doing it in Hyattsville.
It's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
And Cam has been holding on to these results, and I'm like, can you tell me? Like, bro, you already know. Like, let me know.
And
it was for a purpose. I appreciate. Like, I couldn't have imagined a better way to find out. Yeah. Like, there is no better way to find out than to be there in Ghana at that door. It was beautiful.
I love it. You have been very patient. Yes. Very patient. When he told me that he still had the results, I was like, what? How long has it been? We had one family member, Nware Bird. Shout out to Nware, who's in New Jersey. I think he waited something like 4 years. He had held his results for some astronomically long period of time, and then we did the reveal for him. So yeah, the fact that you were able to wait that long, and Cam didn't give up.
Yeah,
he didn't give in, I should say. So Victoria wants to know, how are they handling testing though with COVID issues? Are you talking about the African Ancestry test of it, Victoria? COVID has no bearing on our tests. You know, everything's handled confidentially, and in our lab, it's handled appropriately. So COVID is not an issue.
My aunt is here.
Oh, where's your aunt?
She's there.
Victoria?
Lynn.
Auntie Lynn.
Hi, Auntie Lynn.
Hey, Auntie Lynn. Welcome. She said we were very excited to learn this history. We have been exploring.
Oh, they didn't tell me they've been exploring.
They're going to teach you. You talking about I got to give them some more information. Auntie Lynn is on it, doggone it. This is great. You all, if you're just joining us, I'm Gina Page, president and co-founder of African Ancestry.com. We are the pioneers of genetic ancestry tracing for Black people all around the world. And I'm here with Kacey from Black Alley Band in Washington, D.C. We're in Accra, Ghana. We're actually at Villa Monticello, which is a Black woman-owned hotel.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes, we are at a Black woman-owned hotel. And you would think, well, it's Ghana, so aren't all the hotels owned by Black people? But no, they're not. They're mostly chains are here, large hotels, or Europeans or Lebanese. Others are owning the hotel. So it's quite an honor to be at this hotel that's owned by a Black woman. And the hotel that you all are staying at is a Black-owned hotel as well, the African Regent Hotel. So what would you say? So we still have probably like 4 or 5 more days left. We have till Saturday, so I don't know how many days that time just goes out the window when you're here. Yeah, time is, you just follow what somebody tells you to do. Like, you got to be on the bus by this time, and then no one's on the bus by that time. But
for y'all too,
we eventually get there. I think we're probably more timely than you guys.
I'm sure you are, actually,
because we have a more mature in age group of travelers with us. So I think But I forgot what I was saying about time. We
have 5 more days.
Time?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we have 5 more days. So what would you say you're looking forward to? Well, tell us, what other things have you done? We got past the meat of it, but what other experiences have you had while you've been here?
A lot of jollof. Every day, 2 or 3 times a day.
You're supposed to switch it up with the fried rice or
Sometimes
maybe the white rice. There's always jollof.
Always.
Okay. Well, how has the food been?
It's been good for me. I just stayed on chicken.
Okay.
I haven't really explored as much as others because I had a show and I can't.
Yeah, you can't take any chances.
But maybe next time I'll see what's up. But no, like all of our dining experiences to me have been very, all have been very interesting. We went to the mall today, Accra Mall. We did that. We did yesterday. Yesterday was
the canopy.
The canopy. I can't remember the name of the
Cocoon. Boti Falls.
We did Boti Falls, the 250 steps down, 250 steps up.
Listen,
beautiful, though, worth it.
We should have put up a picture of that because I don't go to waterfalls. I don't know, but it was gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
And did they tell you that there's a male? One side was the male waterfall, and the other side.
I was taking pictures. I might have missed the discussion.
Well, one side is male and one side is female, and then during rainy season, the 2 sides come together, so it's one wide waterfall.
Oh no, I didn't hear that. Yeah. There was a rainbow in between the 2 when we were there.
Oh wow!
Yeah, wow. It was gorgeous. We went to beach. There was a beach that we went to. Labadi Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Did we go to 2 beaches? There was another beach too. Bojo Beach. Yeah.
That was a really nice birthday picture of you online.
Yes,
was that at the beach?
No, that was at the beach.
For your birthday?
Bojo Beach. Yeah. And then I took another for Boti Falls.
Okay.
But just gorgeous.
Yeah.
The steps was, my legs hurt right now. I'm not gonna lie. 250 up.
Look, I have to tell y'all, I'm going to tell on them. So our bus went to Boti Falls first. And when we were leaving, their bus was coming. And we were all excited on our bus. We were like, there's Black Alley. And we're all leaning through the window waving. And they're all looking like, they were done. And we said, they don't know they're about to walk down 250 more steps.
I did the zip lining at, I wish I could remember the name.
Cocoon. Oh no, that's the canopy walk.
Yeah, the canopy walk was at the same place as the zip lining. Yeah. So I zip lined and then we did the canopy walk, and they gave us, the nature tour and described with the trees where they came from, types of fruit that they bear and seeds and all that. So that was I had a great.
Have y'all turned up yet?
They have.
Okay. I think it's important for people to know that when you come to Africa, you can have a wide range of experiences. We were in the village.
Mm-hmm.
We've been at waterfalls. We've been at the mall.
Mm-hmm.
We've been in 5-star, 4-star hotels. The rest of the team the band has turned up.
They're actually turning up right now.
Okay, so we gotta hurry up so you can go meet them.
I'm going. No. Introvert.
But that's why traveling to the continent is so important, so that you can see that it's not everybody's living in a hut.
Mm-hmm.
It's not lions and tigers and bears. It's not children who are starving. But it's actually a vibrant, several different types of societies and cultures within one country. And anything you want to do here, you can do. You can zip line. You can turn up. You can chill at the beach. You can read. You can go to the mall, whatever it is. Sit and meditate. Have a drink.
Yep.
Cheers. Okay, let me see. Do y'all have any questions for Kacey? Oh, wait. Okay, wait. We got some birthdays.
Oh, thank you for the birthday.
And RY, today is RY's birthday, Scorpio season. Shout out to Wendi on our team, our Uber producer. It was her birthday not too long ago. Cole and Austin are watching.
Oh, my niece and nephew.
With Auntie Lynn. Who else is here?
Oh, you guys they didn't tell me that they was even going to join.
Surprise! Surprise! Makeda has found out that she was Akan 2 years ago. How easy is it to obtain citizenship? Well, Makeda, Ghana does not automatically give citizenship based on African ancestry results, unlike Sierra Leone. So I don't know if you knew that, but the country of Sierra Leone gives citizenship now to people who've taken our tests.
Wow.
And prove that they're from Sierra Leone. Yep. So Ghana has a different process. And I think there's several different routes you can go to get citizenship in Ghana, Makeda, but it's not that easy. I know that there are people who've been waiting for many years to get citizenship. Shout out to Mary Smith. Hey, Mary, thank you for being here. Okay, I asked if they had any questions for you, Kacey, and then I went in the other direction. So let's see. Yep, happy birthday, happy birthday. Tracy Calloway's here. Akan. Akan is an ethnic group. They're part of the Ashanti people of Ghana are part of the Akan ethnic group. So that's a large ethnic group that comes in the Ashanti region of Ghana. The Akan are known for kente cloth. The Akan are known for Adinkra symbols. If you ever see the Sankofa bird, which reflects looking back, going back and fetching your past so that you can move forward, that's Akan. So the Akan contribute to a lot of the culture that we celebrate, even as African Americans. Stevie Robinson is from LA, by the way, the DMV. Okay, well, we like the DMV. All people from the DMV are welcome. Everybody's welcome here at African Ancestry. Kacey, what's next for you in Black Alley?
What is next? You know, we've been looking forward to this trip for so long that maybe we're going to go home and tell everybody how awesome it is. I mean, back home, this is like the hottest discussion. And I feel like, or if I do say so myself, in the musical community in DC.
The posts have gone viral.
Yeah.
Like thousands, tens of thousands of views.
I feel like next is just explaining and not explaining, but sharing, you know, what our experience has been. I can't wait to tell people how, you know, how awesome this is. And then, you know, just talking about Diallo being Chief 991, like it is the coolest thing. Like,
and to see, Wendi, can you show that picture of Diallo again in his Contofo? I don't know how to pronounce it, but to see all the pageantry that surrounded it, and all of the chiefs from villages surrounding Diallo's village were there, and with, I don't even know what you call them, but they were there with their communities, I guess. So there were just whole groups of people walking in. It looked like a movie. It looked like something, you know, you see in a coffee table book or something. It was gorgeous. And he, of course, brought DC to the village. And then Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union were there. Yes. So, I mean, it was just a tremendous experience. What about music? Do you guys have some new music?
We are working on music, but there was a second song that was in our set that we created thinking about this trip.
Is this the Back Home?
Yes. So I feel like now that song has so much more meaning for us because we actually, got to sing it here. We created it with this experience in mind, and then after us sharing our experience here and then, you know, singing it live for people at home, that's going to be amazing to do too.
Do you think it's going to change? Like, are you going to, I'm sure every night is different because go-go is very improvisational.
Well, I'm going to tell you now that there have been a lot of discussions on the long bus rides that we have taken on this trip about influences, you know, all of the music that we've been hearing. It's like, we got to do something with this, you know, Afro beats and go-go, like, should we, you know, we've been trap rock and go-go for so long. Should we be trap rock Afro go-go? Like, what should we do?
Trap rock Afro go-go. I love it.
Yeah. So I think we are creatively inspired. And, I think we've got something extra in our pocket now to, take home and share with people. So it's really cool. I can't wait to tell people how awesome this was.
I can't wait to see you at home and hear the
Trap Rock
influences.
Apple
Yes, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I knew about this. I knew this was coming. This has been quite an honor. I really appreciate you rolling with us tonight at such a late hour.
No.
And thank you so much to Cam, the manager. I don't know, Cam Poles.
Yes.
That's your last name. Shout out to Cam. Thank you for making this happen. And for this it's because of you that the whole Black Alley African Ancestry Experience has happened. Yeah. So I really do appreciate you for that. Everybody, we are here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. GMT. And we really appreciate you joining us. Next week, we're going to have the African Ancestry Family Reunion members. So we're going to get together, post the family reunion, and share those experiences with you. Several of the people on this trip with us trace their ancestry to different ethnic groups here in Ghana. But you don't have to be from the country to come with us on an African Ancestry reunion. You just have to be part of the family. And so as you're watching and learning and hearing about these experiences, get ready so that you can come on the next trip with us. We're going to Sierra Leone at the end of this month. That trip is sold out. We'll be going to Cameroon in March. I think that is close to being sold out. And then we have some other countries up our sleeve for the remainder of 2023. And so you are all welcome to join us. You're all welcome to trace your ancestry with AfricanAncestry.com and find your roots. Again, we are the only company that's going to be able to tell you the present day African country and ethnic group that you share ancestry with. And we don't sell or share your DNA. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Our lab destroys the DNA. Other companies, they're making money off your DNA. We do not do that. And so we handle your genetic information with respect and integrity. Thank you, Terry Dove. I appreciate you being here.
My cousin.
Another cousin.
Yeah.
So are these her results too? Is
Terry
she on your mother's line?
Yeah, she is on my mother's line. She's my mother's brother's daughter.
Perfect. So this is her ancestry too. And that, again, that's the beauty of taking this test, is one test is going to give information for everybody at the family reunion. So,
and if Dad is watching,
where's Dad? Dad, are you here?
He don't have social media. But if you're watching, I'm coming for you to take the test for paternal. Okay, Dad, be open.
Yes, Dad. She really needs to know her paternal ancestry, and the only way she can get it is if you, as her father, take the test. And so I really hope that you'll say yes. It would be a great birthday gift for your daughter.
Yeah.
I can't think of a better birthday gift you could give her.
Thank you, Gina.
You're welcome. Everybody, it's been a blast. I appreciate you all for joining us tonight. And listen, we're going to go because it's almost midnight and Kacey has some partying to get to.
No, I don't.
Until we meet again, everyone, may you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you be whole. Have a very good night. Thanks.
Nice.